Arizona Senator Jeff Flake holding nothing back on the Senate floor today, where he took several blows at President Trump, including comparing his words to those of Joseph Stalin.
It seems he has now, in turn, inspired dictators and authoritarians with his own language. That is reprehensible.
Senator Flake is stepping down at the end of his term in January of 2019. Joining me now is Dr. Kelli Ward, who is running to fill Senator Flake's seat. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to read, one of the other points that you make in condemning this speech is the idea that all it does is exacerbate the very problem that he claims to be railing against. It's another opportunity for him to get out there, talk about the president's hatred of the media and vice versa, and then it just stirs up the whole feud.
You're right, Melissa. I thank you for having me on. It's really despicable that Jeff Flake used the privilege of the U.S. Senate floor to attack our president and compare him to a brutal, maniacal dictator from the Soviet Union. It's unbelievable. It's unacceptable. And that's why I've challenged everyone running for his seat, the seat that he currently occupies, it's actually the people's seat, to condemn these remarks. The people on the right and the people on the left, Republicans and Democrats, should call him out for this behavior.
Which, I mean, I'm sure they won't do. You have a tough race shaping up, though. What are people from Arizona most focused on right now?
You know, they want the wall. They want to build the wall, not just a physical barrier, but of course a physical barrier. They want to utilize technology to the fullest. They want to empower the Border Patrol, and they want accountability. They want E-Verify for employers, and they want consequences rather than rewards to the people who come here the wrong way. They don't care about DACA right now. They want a wall. And we have to build that wall, fund that wall, and build it before we can have any permanent, discussion of permanent solutions for the DACA population that Barack Obama created with his unconstitutional executive order.
What do you think about some of the trades that we've heard about, funding for the border wall in exchange for, I mean, maybe it's not permanent citizenship, but they're talking about, some sort of certainty about what is ahead and a plan?
I think that anything that we're discussing right now has to be temporary for the people who are currently here. We first and foremost have to secure the border. Whenever Ronald Reagan was in office, his biggest regret, I've been told by Ed Rollins, is that he granted amnesty and then trusted Congress. He trusted Congress to deliver border security.
They're not going to agree to that. So how do you, look at the impasse that they're sitting at right now. And again, people are frustrated looking at this continuing resolution. We're going to fund the government for another 3.5 minutes because we can't agree on this issue. I mean, don't you think it seemed like there was a deal in there somewhere maybe only a week ago? If you say border wall first, that's like saying no deal.
Well, President Trump said border wall first, and he said no amnesty on the campaign trail. And so that's what the people expect. The Democrats have manufactured a crisis that doesn't exist. This does not expire anytime soon. And so to consider holding our military and other essential government services hostage, as the Democrats are doing, is ridiculous. We can't allow that to happen. We need to move forward in the right direction. And the right direction is border security first, discuss DACA after.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how much that inspires people to want to go out and support you, because they may agree with your feelings on those things, but that just is not the reality of what's going on in Washington right now, and it feels like it ends up being more of the same, where no deal gets done at all, and we just fund the government.
Melissa, the problem is the people in Washington are out of touch with real people out across the United States and inside Arizona. Inside Arizona and across the country, people want border security. They want it first. They don't want to reward people who have come here illegally, especially not before we have the border security that is national security.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm talking about what can get done.
Definitely, Melissa, inspired to follow this campaign. We've got everything going.
Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. Best luck to you.
Thanks, Melissa.